Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Bobby, aka Paginator, and I'm here today with a little mini bookish craft project. I'm going to be making some bookish mugs, basically. I should be actually filming my August reading wrap-up today, but I don't want to. I am in kind of a weird mental headspace situation, and I just don't want to do it, so we're going to put it off. I was at the dollar store, and I found these mugs. They're not pure white, but they're kind of like a bone white, like slightly off-white color. And I thought, okay, that would be fun to decorate. And so I did a little Googling. And if you draw on a mug with Sharpie and then bake it in the oven for half an hour, it will set the art in there. So you can do this too if you have a plain mug, or you want to go to your local dollar store and find a cheap mug or two or three or whatever. And then you just draw on a Sharpie markers, and then you bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Obviously, you'd want to let the mugs cool down before you use them, but otherwise you're good to go. You do want to make sure to wash them before you draw on them, though, so that they're like not dirty like from the store and dusty and that kind of thing. Alright, so before I started filming, I did go ahead and write on one of the mugs just to kind of get used to it. And so I did read books, be kind, stay weird. My T, you can see, looks a little off there, and you know, it's not going to come out perfect because I'm not using like a computer, I'm using my own hand, so I'm just going to accept that. But I really like that quote. Hello Lovely uses that phrase, read books, be kind, stay weird, on a lot of their merchandise, and I don't know if they have it copyrighted. If they do, I'm really sorry. I will buy something from you shortly with that phrase on it to make up for it. Anyway, I've got 3 other mugs that are blank and need some art or words on them. And I'm going to start with one that I want to be taking to school. Now, you could use any color Sharpie on these, and I thought about doing red on this one, but I thought, no, I'm just going to stick with black Sharpie just because I feel like it. So let me write this word because I don't want to like ruin it, and then I'll come back and talk to you. Alright, so that took a while because although it'll be edited out, a friend of mine called and really needed to talk for a little while. So I did get my first word written on. I wrote the word careful. Then I'm going to take this skinnier black Sharpie and add some things. Now let's see if I can do this while I talk and not mess it up. So we're going to say careful. You might end up in my next. Can you guess how this is going to be like concluded? Careful, you might end up in my next. Any guesses? Novel. Careful, you might end up in my next novel. Alright. Once again, not perfect. But this one's gonna be at school. And when kids do something silly or strange or weird, I might just hold this up and be like, you have been warned. I actually have one of my aunts wants me to put one of her grandsons in a book because he's so hilarious. He says the goofiest, silliest, like funniest things. And I could just write a book full of stories about this particular child, and it would be fantastic and hilarious. Alright, so I have 2 more mugs, and I would like to have one that says something about kindness. And there's a quote from We Were Liars by E. Lockhart that says, always be a little kinder than you have to. There are different variations on this quote. Like in the book Wonder, they say something about choose kind, and I don't know, there's different ways that this is said, but this is the one that I found that I like. So we're going to put this quote on this mug. And again, this is not going to be like super fancy art. I think I'll do the word always in cursive. And then maybe I'll do just some print letters. Always be a little I'll put kinder in cursive as well. Kinder than you have to. Always be a little kinder than you have to. I realize that as I'm making this video, this is not the most exciting thing. It's not a book haul, it's not an unboxing, it's not really much of anything, but this is what we're doing today. Anyway, enough with the rambling. Let's take care of this last mug. I wanted to have another one that I could take to school if I chose to, or just, you know, have at home. Not that I don't have enough mugs already, because, I mean, mugs. But anyway, for this one, we're going to write Paginator on it. That is my channel name. That is a nickname that one of my students gave me many years ago. And I have received many nicknames from students throughout the years. Miss Fireshark, Timmy, Maestra, which is actually just teacher in Spanish. What else have I been called? Hey you, Miss Williamson, because that's like another teacher in the building. And sometimes those kids just get confused. What else have they called me? One time I got called Grandma because a kid was having like a brain fart, and they're like, "Hey, Grandma." I mean Miss Page. Miss Page. He was super embarrassed, and it gave me a good laugh, so that's all right. So here we go. We have Paginator right there. So all that's left is for me to bake these in the oven for half an hour at 350 degrees, and they'll be all set, and I can use them for hot cocoa, tea, whatever I like. I only do herbal teas, and I really like the Bengal spice. It's like kind of their take on chai tea, and that sounds really good. Maybe I'll have to hurry and bake these so that I can make some and put in one of these. So again, if you want to do your own bookish mugs, all you need is a mug, a Sharpie, and an oven. Super easy and fun to do. So that's it for our video today. I apologize, this is what it is. And you guys are probably like, okay, shut up, stop apologizing, and just get on with the video. So, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys are having a really wonderful, magical, amazing, bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.